Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 19 of the September daily draws. And it's the weekend, the beginning of the weekend, so let's see what kind of message we get to start the weekend off with. And I'll be taking the first card as usual from Barbara Moore's Wizard's Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so here we go. And our card today is the Devil. I thought it was when I looked at it in the viewfinder. I thought that looks like the Devil to me. I just had to check. It is the Devil. So, so again, we need to be looking as to what influences, what influences us, who's pulling the strings? Is it us? Are we pulling our own strings? Are we, are we in full control of our lives? Is everything that's in our lives serving our ultimate good, or are we tied to something that isn't serving our ultimate good? So, and are we in a situation where we feel that we're not being allowed to be and do what we want to do? Do we feel under the control of some other influence or somebody else's influence? Do we feel that we're being manipulated? And if so, what we're going to do about it? This is what the card is asking us, is who's going to be who and what is going to be in control of your life? What influences are you going to allow? And the choice is ours ultimately, and that's the message of the Devil card, is that we are the ones who choose what we allow to influence our life and behavior, what we allow, and the choices that we make. And that we need to realize that although it appears that we're under subjugation, that we're under the domination and control, and we're bound and under influence of something that we are unable to control, that is the greatest lie. I mean, the Christian concept of the devil is that he's a liar, deceiver, and whether you hold to that Christian concept or not, something of that element is in this card. That often what manipulates and influences is a perception that we choose to believe, but is actually not not the truth, not the ultimate truth of who we are. So whenever we doubt our value, whenever we doubt our abilities and our skills, whenever we allow others to repress those skills and abilities and our personality, that's like being under the devil's like influence. And what this card is saying, you need to choose to walk in your own truth and be who you are. And if that means choosing to break free of people or situations, habits in your life that are not serving your ultimate good, then that's what's needed. So we perhaps need to look at our habits, our lifestyles, and what we allow to influence us, and where we may need to say enough is enough. I am taking control of this situation. I am not going to think this way anymore. I'm not going to be made to feel this way anymore. I'm going to believe in myself, in my true purpose, and as I walk along my path, and that's going to be my guiding rule. And and I'm not going to let anyone or anything get in the way of that. So, and only it's going to be different situations for different people. So we need to look at what influences are in our lives. So let's see what here we go. What oracle card we're going to get to go with that, and it is the Scrying Mirror Shadow, which is very, very appropriate, because it's like the shadow side of ourselves. We may need to look, reflect ourselves in the mirror, even a dark mirror, and see what beyond what's the surface. Look deep into ourselves through this reflecting scrying mirror and see the shadow, the things that we don't normally choose to look at. What parts of our character do we need to bring to light and deal with? What parts of our thinking, our belief system, or whatever it is, a habit that we are very much tied to, that may be hindering our progress and our well-being. So, all these kinds of things, and we need to take a look at ourselves in this way. And then once we can see what's there, that's that revelation, and then the revelation that we can do something about it, just by choosing, by an act of our intention and will, to not be held back by these things. That is the first step, and the most important and most powerful step in breaking free. So that, I think, is the message of this course today. Just do a bit of reflection of these things, and it can be a little bit uncomfortable at times, and we have to perhaps come to terms with some hard truths, but ultimately, if we do that and we process them correctly, it will help us grow and move forward on our path. So let's take that message to heart. So that's today's message, guys, and of course I will be back tomorrow to do day 20. Until then, thank you very much for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.